We've got a whole month of protests by the usual mob: Extinction Rebellion, Just Stop Oil, Insulate Britain, Animal Rebellion we spoke to yesterday. Everybody, every man and his dog has got out of his parents' Range Rover, left their mansion in Surrey, given up a ski trip to the Alps. I don't know if they're skiing in the Alps right now or not, I have no idea. But they decided to protest in central London. Yesterday we had around 30 activists wearing their usual orange high-visibility jackets. They always look to me like they're made with an oil-based product there, by the way, holding Just Stop Oil banners, sitting in central London street all day, blocking the Mall in front of Buckingham Palace. Once again, we had police officers just sort of standing there, not doing very much. Let's talk about this with Tracey at Mallaghan. She's a spokeswoman for Insulate Britain. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Julia.
Nice to talk to you. You're not sitting in a street while we're talking, so you're not bothering people, so that works for me. Look, we'll keep you on air as long as possible and our roads clear. Spoke to one of your eco colleagues and yesterday. We've spoken to many over the last few months. The British public are getting pretty tired and pretty bored and pretty frustrated with these demonstrations. How long are they going to continue?
Well, we're not quite at every man and his dog on the street yet, Julia, but we are seeing more and more people going. I'm heading there myself today after we've had this lovely conversation. 11 a.m. at Downing Street, people are meeting because our government are issuing kill policies. Now, last time we spoke...
Issuing what, sorry?
Kill policies. Policies that they know mean a certain number of British people have to die in poverty so that few can hoard excess. That's the reality of our situation at the moment, isn't it, Julia?
I'm going to go with no. I definitely know that we're going to have a situation where we're going to be people who will die because it's cold this winter and people are afraid to put their energy, their heating on because of the cost of it, because we've invested in not enough fossil fuels. But yeah, that's why people are going to die this winter, yes.
No, people are going to die because they do not have the money to afford heating and eating.
Let's give everyone money then. Let's just give everyone money. That's the solution.
Well, at the moment, we're only giving it to those who already have excess money. So I fail to understand how you think that's the way to do it.
Tracey, I'm not sure you understand how government finances work.
Babe, I really do. I think either you don't understand, you follow terrible economic theory. We've only been doing it this way for about 40 years. Now, last time I was here, I was saying we need to insulate our homes.
Yeah.
Get on with projects like that. Otherwise, we are going to be having wars, famine, drought, and thousands of British people die. Now, all those...
wait a second. Back up, Tracey. We have to, if we insulate our homes, we won't have war, famine, or drought. I mean, that's a bargain. Putting a bit of... Do you know what? I'm going to to insulate my home today.
Look at us.
How does that save us from war and famine and drought? I'm confused. The power of home insulation.
We can all tell you're confused this side of the line. I'll talk you through it if you let me speak.
I'd love you to.
Thank you, because I would love to talk. Right? So we are in a climate emergency. Now, my dad used to keep tropical fish, right? And they were tricky to look after. One morning you could wake up all dead because the temperature changed slightly. Now,
or a Tory government, you know.
You're so facetious about such an important issue.
Dead goldfish.
Yeah. Because we are human animals, crops, we can all only survive within certain ranges. Our bodies need certain things. Now, insulating our homes, not just you individually, but a government that recognise programmes like that are where we need to go to combat the climate crisis and the cost of greed crisis. And you're damn right, people wouldn't be dying. 330,000 people in Britain died because of government austerity policies. And we all know that that was a choice now, right?
Okay, well, I don't accept that figure. I still don't understand how, if we insulate our homes, that we're going to stop war, famine, and I don't know, pestilence or whatever else, drought.
You don't understand how caring for each other and investing our money, the economic theory we follow, and it is just a theory. It's about how we share our resources. It is just a theory, darling. We've only been doing it this way for 40 years, right? It's about what
have we only been doing for 40 years?
It's about how we share our resources and how we do the work. Now, Friedman, economic theory that we follow, that's only been in place for around 4 decades. Before that, bankers and head teachers, when I was a girl, you were probably a young adult, bankers and head teachers earned about free money, didn't they?
I'm genuine. You said
should know more about this than me because you saw it before, like this.
Because I'm a different generation.
Out of it.
I'm listen.
Exploit that kind of.
The trouble with all your claims, Tracey, is that the world has got richer and richer. There's no question at all.
Tiny people.
Tracey, once again, this is always going to surprise people. Eco-activists don't know facts. It's remarkably common how often this happens. It is a simple matter of fact. Now, I agree with you. There is inequality, and rich get richer. I completely accept that. However, the poor are not getting poorer. The average, but. No.
They're dying.
Listen. Tracey, you've had a lot of say. The world is getting richer. People are getting richer. The number of people living in absolute poverty in this world has absolutely plummeted. The number of people who die as a result of disease or die in their youth.
It's easy you say that.
No, it's not easy.
How can you sit there and go, the number of people who die?
Because they're facts.
Because it's a factor percentage into the policy. That's why I'm calling them kill policies. Our government are making decisions knowing that a certain percentage of people have to die, and you seem to be okay with that, and I'm not.
A certain percentage of people do die anyway. Roughly 1,600 people die every day, largely from old age. And
that is why we should be caring for each other and insulating, not investing in more.
If we insulate our homes, no one's going to die ever. That's an amazing.
So facetious.
What are you saying? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying it is time for people like you to be removed from these seats of power so that we can care for each other.
I've got a seat of power. I mean, wow.
You do.
Do
and you're
I?
terrible at,
I wish I had more power because the country wouldn't be run the way it is if I had more power. Can I ask you, Tracey, you said you're going off to Downing Street at 11 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
Most people this morning at 11 o'clock will probably be at work. Or have you got shift work that enables you? Have you taken a day off holiday? What do you normally do to pass your... What would you normally be doing at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday morning?
I'm disabled. I lost my job. It was really hard. So much shame comes in this country. You lose your health, and then you lose your job.
I'm very sorry about that.
And people are really quite mean about it. But not everybody. What I've learned since I joined the resistance, or whatever you want to call us normal people who are saying we're not going along, that there's no alternative to killing thousands of people so few can get richer, Julia. Those kind of people, they don't make me feel shame. And they make me believe in a better future. So that is why...
But you're unable to get more work. I mean, we've got a massive labour shortage at the time. I would have thought that would be good.
Nasty push coming from people like you.
Why is that nasty? Work's good for people. No, I'm not. I'm asking you. No, you said you lost your job, so you're able to work, and work is good for people. Making a contribution is a very important part of life, and contributing to help other people. You talk about the vulnerable, people who are going to die. Surely us all contributing where we can. It would be good for you. Maybe it's good for everyone's mental and physical health.
That's why I'm getting on the streets, because people like you can just go, well, a certain amount of people have to die so that the rich can get richer. That sickens me to my core.
I think you might be misquoting me.
And listen back to yourself, sweetheart.
No, I'm very, very sure I never said that.
Well, people are not watching. You can hear yourself that you said it in a really flippant way. It really hurt my heart. I do feel for you. And you're also terrible at science, because it's not true that there are only two sexes either, is it, Julia?
Oh, we cope with a can of worms now, right? Tracey, and it's 8:45, and the producers are shouting at me to go to a break.
To know you are terrible at science. The climate science is real, and we need to get on with this, insulate our homes, and come together. And there are hermaphrodites. Certain number of people.
There are hermaphrodites, but that doesn't mean there aren't two genders, two sexes.
Right? So sort your science out. Sort out your horrible, cruel economic theory that makes you be able to sit on a telly programme like this and go, certain people die.
Well, yeah, I mean, people die.
That way.
People die.
And we can do better.
Okay.
But our government is choosing to do it.
Tracey, have a lovely day. I'm going to please get busy killing people from my seat of power. We have to go to a break. We're so late.